The role of governance in today's business landscape. In the fast-paced world of modern business, one term you'll frequently encounter is governance. But what exactly does business governance mean? At its core, it refers to the system of rules, practices, and processes by which a company is directed and controlled. But this isn't just a matter of operational protocols or corporate hierarchy, it's about creating a structured environment that aligns with the company's objectives, stakeholders' interests, and legal requirements. As we venture further into the 21st century, the role of governance in the modern business landscape has taken on new complexities. We're talking about digital transformation, social responsibility, and a growing emphasis on transparent, ethical operations. The dynamics are continually shifting, making governance not just a necessity but a crucial element in securing a company's longevity and relevance. Understanding governance isn't merely beneficial, it's vital. Whether you're an executive, a mid-level manager, or an aspiring entrepreneur, understanding how governance structures impact various business aspects will offer you a competitive edge. From decision-making and risk management to ethical considerations, governance is the unseen force guiding the hand of sustainable success. So, buckle up. In this video, we'll dissect the essence of governance, explore different governance models, and even offer insights into setting up governance structures in your own organization. Let's get started. The importance of governance, more than just rules and regulations. When we talk about governance, the immediate thought might be of a rule book or a corporate chain of command. While that's partially true, the importance of governance extends far beyond that. It plays a foundational role in nearly every aspect of business operations. Let's dig into a few critical areas. Firstly, governance is integral to decision-making processes within an organization. It outlines who has the authority to make what decisions and how those decisions should align with the organization's goals. This structure enables companies to move quickly and decisively, avoiding the pitfalls of unclear authority or accountability. Secondly, let's talk about risk management. In the age of data breaches and social media backlash, not having a solid governance structure is itself a significant risk. Governance protocols can define how risks are identified, assessed, and managed. This can mean the difference between a quickly resolved issue and a corporate scandal. Lastly, ethical considerations cannot be overlooked. With growing consumer awareness around issues like sustainability and corporate responsibility, businesses are under increasing pressure to behave ethically. Governance models can help define and enforce ethical standards, ensuring that companies not only talk the talk but also walk the walk. Types of governance models, from traditional to progressive. Understanding the range of governance models is like having a toolkit for your business. Each model serves a different purpose and is better suited for specific organizational needs. Let's first address some of the traditional models. Traditional models. The shareholder model, often seen as the most traditional form, focuses on maximizing shareholder value. This model often leads to short-term strategies aimed at boosting quarterly earnings. On the other hand, the stakeholder model seeks a broader impact, considering not just shareholders but also employees, consumers, and even the community in which the business operates. Modern governance models. As the business landscape evolves, so too do governance models. Enter ESG, environmental, social, and governance. This modern governance model has risen to prominence due to increased awareness of climate change, social inequality, and the need for transparent operations. Unlike traditional models, ESG seeks to balance financial performance with societal impact, creating a holistic approach to governance that aligns more closely with contemporary expectations. Selecting the right governance model is more than just a strategic decision, it's a declaration of what your organization values and how it aims to achieve its objectives. The pillars of effective governance, building a strong foundation. In any architectural marvel, the foundation is what lends the structure its durability and stability. The same principle applies to the world of business governance. Effective governance is not an accidental outcome, it's constructed on key pillars that ensure the system is robust, flexible, and aligned with the organization's objectives. Let's delve into these foundational elements: accountability, transparency, and integrity. Accountability, the linchpin of governance. Accountability is arguably the cornerstone of effective governance. It provides a system wherein decision-makers are held responsible for their actions, ensuring a balance of power and preventing abuses. Without accountability, governance structures become rudderless, susceptible to inefficiencies and potential misconduct. An accountable governance model defines clear roles, responsibilities, and reporting lines, creating a roadmap for decision-making processes and setting up mechanisms for oversight and review. Transparency, the catalyst for trust. Trust is the currency of modern business, and transparency is how you earn it. Transparent governance doesn't just mean open book accounting or public annual reports. It extends to transparent decision-making, ethical practices, and clear communication with stakeholders. This openness fosters trust, encouraging a more collaborative and engaged stakeholder relationship. A transparent governance structure makes it clear who is responsible for what, offers visibility into decision-making processes, and provides regular updates that keep everyone in the loop. Integrity, the soul of governance. Integrity goes beyond just following the law or sticking to regulations. It imbues the entire governance structure with a sense of ethical and moral purpose. When a governance system operates with integrity, it influences the organizational culture, setting the standard for ethical behavior and responsible business practices. This goes a long way in reputation management and in instilling a sense of loyalty among stakeholders, from employees to investors. The pillars of effective governance act as guiding stars, setting the course for how an organization makes decisions, handles risks, and interacts with its stakeholders. In short, they are non-negotiables for any company serious about sustainable success. Laying the bricks of your governance structure. Setting up a governance structure isn't like flipping a switch, it's a methodical process that requires planning, execution, and continuous improvement. Here is a step-by-step guide to help you implement an effective governance framework in your organization. Step 1. Conduct a governance audit. Begin by evaluating your existing governance system. Identify the gaps, inefficiencies, and any areas of non-compliance. This audit will serve as a starting point for your governance overhaul. Step 2. Define objectives. Clarify what you aim to achieve with the new governance structure. Whether it's enhancing accountability, improving stakeholder relations, or boosting operational efficiency, having clear objectives will guide the development process. Step 3. Select an appropriate model. Based on your audit and objectives, choose a governance model that aligns with your organization's needs, be it shareholder, stakeholder, or a modern approach like ESG. Step 4. Establish roles and responsibilities. Clearly define who is responsible for what within the governance framework. Create a chart or a document that lays this out in detail for all stakeholders to see. Step 5. Develop processes and guidelines. Document the decision-making processes, risk management protocols, and ethical guidelines. Make these accessible to all relevant parties. Step 6. Communicate and train. Once the structure is in place, communicate it across the organization and provide necessary training for effective implementation. Step 7. Monitor and review. Regularly audit your governance framework to ensure it remains effective, compliant, and aligned with organizational goals. Make adjustments as needed. Governance challenges and how to overcome them, a practical guide. No governance framework is without its share of hurdles. These challenges can vary in complexity and impact, from operational hiccups to ethical dilemmas. Here are some common challenges and ways to overcome them. Lack of clear accountability. Solution: implement a comprehensive accountability matrix, clearly defining roles and responsibilities. Regularly audit these responsibilities to ensure they are being met. Resistance to transparency. Solution: encourage a culture of openness by leading from the top. Make transparency a key performance indicator for managers and executives. Ethical ambiguities. Solution: develop and enforce a strong code of ethics that is integrated into the governance framework. Conduct regular ethics training for all employees. Complex decision-making. Solution: simplify decision-making by creating clear processes and guidelines. Make use of data-driven insights to support these processes. Inefficient risk management. Solution: conduct regular risk assessments and establish protocols for different levels of risks. Make sure to communicate these clearly to all stakeholders. By proactively tackling these challenges, you not only make your governance framework more robust but also set the stage for a resilient, future-ready organization. Navigating the future of governance in an AI-driven, globalized landscape. The future isn't what it used to be. As the landscape of business undergoes seismic shifts driven by technological advancements and globalized operations, governance too finds itself at a crossroads. In this era defined by AI, big data, remote work, and global geopolitics, how does governance adapt and stay relevant? Let's take a closer look. Governance in the age of AI and big data. The incorporation of AI and big data into business practices isn't just transforming operational efficiencies, it's revolutionizing governance. AI can automate compliance protocols, perform real-time risk assessments, and even simulate governance models to predict their effectiveness. Meanwhile, big data offers insights that could be vital for decision-making processes, stakeholder management, and ethical considerations. But these technologies also bring in their own governance challenges, such as data security and ethical use of AI. Failing to update governance strategies in line with these new technologies would be equivalent to sailing a modern vessel with an antiquated map. Remote work and governance. Remote work has turned from a temporary anomaly into a long-term reality for many businesses. This change has implications for governance as the traditional centralized control gets replaced by a distributed, yet interconnected, workforce. Governance models must adapt to maintain accountability, transparency, and integrity across various time zones and cultures. New compliance mechanisms and communication channels might be needed to manage this dispersed workforce effectively. Governance in a globalized world. Globalization has made the business environment infinitely more complex. Operating in multiple countries means navigating a maze of local laws, cultural norms, and geopolitical risks. A one-size-fits-all governance model simply won't cut it anymore. Businesses must develop dynamic governance frameworks capable of adapting to local requirements while maintaining global standards. The future of governance is a dynamic, ever-adaptive construct that is shaped and reshaped by emerging technologies, remote work configurations, and global geopolitics. But whatever the future holds, the core principles of effective governance, accountability, transparency, and integrity, remain the constant navigational stars. Some FAQs answered about clearing up governance queries. Is governance relevant for small businesses? Absolutely. While the scale and complexity may differ, the basic principles of governance such as accountability, transparency, and ethical practices are as important for small businesses as they are for larger corporations. How often should governance models be updated? The pace at which governance models should be updated depends on various factors, such as technological advancements, changes in law and regulations, and shifts in business strategy. However, it's generally good practice to review your governance framework annually. In conclusion, governance isn't a static, one-time setup but an evolving framework that must adapt to various internal and external dynamics such as technological advancements, remote work, and global operations. The foundation for good governance lies in core pillars like accountability, transparency, and integrity. Whether you are a small business or a multinational corporation, the imperative to regularly review and adapt your governance model couldn't be more urgent in today's rapidly evolving business landscape. Failure to do so might just render your organization a relic in the fast-paced world of modern business. Thanks for watching.